In this video, we are going to create logo and branding for a vegan sweet business, but with a little twist. In the previous video, you have seen that I would first create a mood board, then I would select some font, customize the font, apply colors and then mockups. But in this video, I am going with a more traditional approach where I would sketch the logo first, vectorize it, then apply colors and mockup. If you are wondering what is the reason I am going with the traditional approach, the reason is that I am a beginner. I want to try all different kinds of method of creating a logo to see that which method actually works for me and which method does not. Okay, let's go quickly get the logo brief. Name of our company is Howl Works and it is a vegan dessert company which is based in USA. They are new in the market and the target audience is couples. They want a branding that is approachable and attractive so that they can attract couples. For sketching out the concepts, we need to carefully inspect the logo design brief and find out the most important and crucial points. So the first thing I kept in mind while sketching was where would the logo be used. So it's packaging, posters, flyers and the shop. Second was they wanted an approachable brand, so we want a welcoming font. So therefore I went with a mixture of sans serif plus handwritten font. I tried to curve corners so it looks welcoming. Then I sketched some packaging ideas and straight away started vectorizing the sketch. If you are wondering what to use for sketching, then I would recommend just grab a blank paper, pen, pencil, whatever you can and just draw out concept. During the initial phase you don't need all those fancy notebooks, Micron pens, etc. To vectorize the sketches, I first opened the image in Photoshop, then I adjusted the offset and the exposure so that my sketch is more visible to me. After that I exported in the form of JPG and imported to Adobe Illustrator. Then I pressed Ctrl 2 to lock the image so that while tracing it does not move. I used the red color to trace the image because it is visible and quite contrasting with the color black. I would recommend you to use pen tool or pencil tool, whichever you are comfortable with, and work with stroke so that you can easily trace with the detail and you don't miss out any part. After I created a basic structure with help of the pen tool, I started adjusting the sharp corners with the help of direct selection tool, and to curve some of the edges I used the pencil and the smooth tool. I spent another 30 minutes trying to adjust the typography so it looks a bit symmetrical rather than distorted. It was hard, but I tried to adjust it with the help of direct selection tool and at last I was satisfied with the results. If you guys have watched my previous video, you can definitely know that we used to extract colors from the mood board, from the imagery, illustration, product imagery, photography and all that things. But now I am not using a mood board, so I went to a site named Coolors, Coolors, and there you can create random color palette for your branding. You just need to have a basic idea of what kind of color you want. You want a warm tone or a harsh tone, and in that way you can easily create color palette by just clicking spacebar and create unlimited color palettes. Gives you many color variation which matches. After I found a suitable color palette, I just tried the color palette on the typography. I tried the dark and the light version to see how good it was looking and even if it was working or not. Okay, so I finally completed the logo. I have not finalized the colors because I think the colors are going to change according to the product packaging. So I quickly started working on the packaging. I first made kind of a blueprint in Illustrator, then I imported it in Photoshop. To make the packaging more attractive, I created 2D environment with the help of pencil tool and smooth tool. My inspiration for this kind of packaging were these packaging which you can see on your screen. After creating a base environment, I made illustration of donut. Well, I was not sure about the green color palette, so I had to change the color palette completely. So I went with a warmer tone and at last I imported them on a mockup and this is how it looks. Okay, so I have created the logo, I have created packaging and kind of an brand identity. I have not created a logo icon and they are not set of colors. I have made some color palette, but for the specific donut packaging I would create the rolls packaging and brownie packaging in future videos. But you guys have definitely observed that making just a logo and a packaging makes a huge difference. That's why I advise you not to make just a logo but make a full brand identity, because it looks more attractive, more approachable, and it adds value to your portfolio 10x. Well, I'm going to create a Behance presentation of how it works in the next video. But if you guys want to know how I got my first logo design client, you can watch this video right over here. I will meet you there. Till then, goodbye. I got a laptop in my back pocket. My pinnacle walk when I hat cock it. Got a fat from that back.